Welcome everyone to another episode of the Pokémon Renewal Project. Today covering
Beedrill!
the Poison Bee Pokémon. Oh no. Oh god.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees!
This surprisingly terrifying giant bug is unfortunate enough to be found early in the games, therefore being pretty weak to balance out playthroughs. Sadly, this severely affects Beedrill's ability to sting the competitive scene, despite what the Pokédex has to say about it. So, as always, we ask, how are we going to renew it? Yet again, we cover a Pokémon with a single regular ability instead of two. But this time, thanks to Mega Beedrill, we have a perfect fit: adaptability. A supremely strong ability that boosts same type attack bonus, or stab, to deal 2 times damage instead of 1.5. This is a huge power increase, even with normal stats. Just U-turning for momentum hurts every enemy so much. Thanks to this, Beedrill will be able to actually dish out some damage and take a role closer to its Mega form, especially when its new stats are even higher. Due to it being so weak in the first place, Mega Beedrill only reached a base stat total of 495, not even reaching our project's goal of 500. As a consequence, our normal Beedrill will be even stronger than the Mega. Currently, after a measly 10-point increase to attack in Generation 6, Beedrill's BST sits at a sad 395. Like with its counterpart, Butterfree, will have 110 points to give out again, after lowering the special attack to 40 this time. So, the new stats are 75 HP, 135 attack, 70 defense, and 100 speed. These changes were made specifically with Butterfrees in mind, since they are so often paired together, even in the stat department. I wanted Beedrill to have less HP since it's so spindly, less special defense for its physical nature, but more defense since wasps and bees are way tougher than butterflies, along with, of course, more speed, because it's kinda ridiculous that this beast is so slow. All of this is, of course, compounded by the massive offensive buff, making those spears that give it its Japanese name even more threatening. With these changes, speed and attack become way stronger, but not just that, it now has some actually decent bulk. With these new stats, max attack and max speed, while holding heavy-duty boots against Gen 8 national decks, Beedrill has a chance to OHKO Clef with adaptability Poison Jab. It 2-hits Kyurem, it lives Excadrill Earthquake and Iron Head, U-turn deals huge damage to so many threats, can KO Heatran and Magnezone with Drill Run, and, surprisingly, it does extremely well against Rillaboom, one of the strongest Pokémon on the format, already securing a role as a counter or a wall or just a check. Onto moves, it's also actually pretty well off, with Acrobatics, U-turn, Poison Jab, Drill Run, and Knockoff, even Outrage. Also, it has pretty good status moves like Roost, Agility, Sword Stance, Substitute, Tailwind, Toxic Spike, and even Focus Energy for sniper sets. But I'm still going to buff it. Specifically, I want to give it First Impression, Sucker Punch, and Cross Poison. First Impression and Sucker Punch are really good for priority, especially stab adaptability First Impression, while the increased crit chance from Cross Poison could make it a good sniper move. Honestly, I don't know why it doesn't get it already. Now to moves, I propose making Twin Needle now a guaranteed crit, making it amazing with Sniper, as well as a genuine possibility to go through unaware mons. Plus, it would be pretty cool to have its one signature move be actually useful. Accessor is next, and it should obviously have increased critical chance, like many a player has believed, also bringing it in line with Legends Arceus. This could also make it great for sniper sets. I think that's pretty much it for movepool changes. Beedrill is kinda good. In the Butterfree video, I mentioned not knowing what would make a cool bug type freeze dry. Well, I got it now. Silver Wind can work to hit flying types, since it's described to fill the air with powdery scales, whatever that means, possibly making it makes thematic sense, in my opinion. Now, of course, it loses its ability to get an Omni boost now. This was a pretty straightforward video, making Beedrill a stronger, faster attacker more in line with its Mega form. It's interesting that it would actually become stronger, and if its Mega evolution ever came back, it would become even more of a beast. It already has pretty much all it needs to succeed once its stats no longer suck. With setup moves, priority, a much better speed stat, adaptability, or even sniper sets, it's overall close to the Mega's role, actually even being bulkier. I didn't just want to copy the Mega stats, so in order to differentiate them, I made the normal one a little bit less of a glass cannon. But now I want to know your opinion. What do you think about these changes? Do you think I put too many points into defense? Would you redistribute the buffs differently? How strong do you feel this new Beedrill could actually be in current formats? Are you pissed that I didn't even think about VGC today? And, more importantly, is it all fun? Remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss my changes to your favorite mon. I've been Kelbo, and that's all I have for today's episode of the Pokémon Renewal Project. I'll hopefully see you next time.